Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you guys had a good weekend. It's Jay Hawkins here. Hope you guys are enjoying your start of the week of Monday. Um, first to get out of the way, first things first, I was gonna say, please like, share, and subscribe this video. Definitely helps out and motivates me to keep doing these videos and putting them out there. It means a lot to me, the people that are actually watching and listening to this, to this content of W2K19 videos I'm putting out and news and rumors. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. With that out of the way, the 32-second edition of the annual Royal Rumble pay-per-view is just 2 weeks away now, and the build towards the event has commenced in a full swing. The superstars have been announcing their entries in the Royal Rumble in the last few weeks through promo segments on the television, as well as through posts on social media. Currently 8 matches are announced for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, which will be held on January 27th in Chase Field, Phoenix. So Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks for the WWE Raw Women's Championship, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship, and Becky Lynch versus Asuka for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship are the 4 singles matches for World Championships on both brands. So considering the last booking trends, here are the predictions for the 8 matches announced so far. I'm not going to do the 8 matches, I'm only going to talk about 2 segments here that I want to talk about. Is obviously Becky Lynch and Asuka, as you see on the screen. This match particularly can go either way, as both the competitors have a chance to emerge victorious at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. But Becky Lynch is one of the strong favorites to win the Royal Rumble, so that gives Asuka the upper hand in this encounter. Asuka might manage to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship either cleanly or through a disqualification victory. There are high chances of disqualification finish for this match, as WWE would not want Becky Lynch to lose cleanly before her rumored clash with Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35. So expect Asuka to retain the SmackDown Women's Championships, which would then free up Becky Lynch for bigger things awaiting her in the near future. So that's what WWE is going to plan with and what they want to do. But I could see that only makes sense. They're not going to rip off that WWE SmackDown Women's Championship off Asuka right away. She just won it recently, so she's going to retain it, or she might just hold on to it for a while, I guess. The Women's Royal Rumble match has 2 undisputed favorites this year in the form of Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. So some people are even speculating that both will be joint winners after supposed to be a biggish finish to set up a triple threat match for Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 35. So it's supposed to be like a kind of screw up finish at the Raw Women's Royal Rumble. It's not a screw up, but it's supposed to somehow lead in the feud with Charlotte and Becky, so they both can go to Mania against Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35. But I don't know how I feel about Charlotte being in the picture. It just seems like she always has to be there. So coming to other contenders, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Bayley seems like the only other contenders with a far-fetched chance. Becky Lynch is currently scheduled to face Asuka at the Royal Rumble for the SmackDown Women's Championship, but that may not restrict her from entering the Royal Rumble match, as pulling a double duty is what I'm going to call it, as several superstars have done it in the past, with most recent being Roman Reigns in 2017 when he pulled WWE double duty. So expect a clean victory for Becky Lynch, as I said, in the upcoming Royal Rumble pay-per-view, as Charlotte Flair could be brought back into the mix in the later stages through the Elimination Chamber match. So prediction is Becky Lynch wins the Royal Rumble match and earns herself a World Championship match opportunity at WrestleMania 35, and will move on and to face Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. It only makes sense. I just don't know how they're gonna do it and what they're gonna do to put the mix up in for Charlotte Flair to be put in there. So it'll be interesting, definitely interesting to see what they're gonna do and how they're gonna make that segment or in the backstage during the pay-per-view as people are watching, how they're gonna lead that to unfold into their feud upcoming, unless WWE, in my opinion, they can go alongside with going with another feud if they do it right at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Set up a second time Asuka versus Charlotte again. So I don't know how you guys feel about. We're going to be moving on here to my second topic. It is about Shane McMahon, The Miz being a tag team against Sheamus and Cesaro as the Bar, as you can see now, as we're into it. Excuse me. So the unlikely teams have always been successful in WWE, as they manage to entertain the WWE universe through unique chemistry and antics. Even both members of the Bar were initially at loggerheads before becoming a potent team. So going back to that, them saying that is going back to where they were single competitors, and Mick Foley, when he was the commissioner of Monday Night Raw or general manager, Sheamus and Cesaro were always fighting and stuff, blah blah blah, had feuds, and then those two started arguing. Long story short, if anybody has followed them that far back and knows what I'm talking about, they kept Mick Foley kept teaming them up together as a tag team. They kept failing and failing, arguing, fighting each other. Slowly but surely, they started making their matches, start winning their matches. Then you could see their feud and their story put together as a team, folding together and commencing as a team, and then they started progressing and working together as a team together, and it started doing good. And then ever since then, they have both won Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champions in the near future, and so on and so forth. So Shane McMahon and The Miz are the latest unlikely duo who have recently aligned to form a tag team and are set to challenge for the tag team titles at the upcoming pay-per-view. So expect Shane McMahon and The Miz to win the titles at the event, only to lose them in the near future to set up a one-on-one match between Shane McMahon and The Miz at WrestleMania 35. So the prediction here is I'm going with The Miz and Shane McMahon defeat the Bar and become the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So I don't know how I feel about that idea, about them just handing them the titles just for the fact for them to go on to a feud with each other of Shane McMahon versus The Miz for a WrestleMania match, or maybe Elimination Chamber. I don't know when they're going to do it, but how do you guys feel about those two winning the titles just to have a feud with each other, hold the titles for maybe a month tops, to 2 months, I would say, lose them before Mania, and then go into a feud, have a month build up with each other to a feud? To me, that is a slap in the face to the SmackDown Tag Team division on the roster. To me, if anything, the Bar should hold those titles and keep those titles. If you want new faces and fresh faces and a fresh tag team to go against the Bar, why not use the upcoming tag team that's coming up and that's supposed to be debuting some coming this time, and apparently this week on Monday Night Raw tonight, and on Tuesday SmackDown Live. There's supposed to be the call-ups that we've been hearing and seeing of Lacey Evans, EC3, Heavy Machinery, Lars Sullivan, so on and so forth, that they're supposed to be coming. Why not use Heavy Machinery and bring those two up against Sheamus and Cesaro for a WrestleMania feud or something like that after Elimination Chamber, if that's when The Miz and Shane McMahon drop their titles and then go on with their feud. What do you guys think about that? I know a lot of people on Twitter are already kind of pissed about this going on and happening. By the way, if you guys want to interact with me on Twitter and follow me, you can follow me at JeremyH2014-1988 or look me up as Jay Hawkins. I love tweeting. Sometimes I don't tweet too much on weekends. During the week, mostly I'll tweet. But yeah, that's what I think should happen. Bring up a new fresh tag team from NXT that is supposedly going to be getting called up, and there you go. You have a brand new feud, brand new start. But who's to say where Heavy Machinery is going to go? It's being reported that all the NXT talent is supposed to be showing up on both Raw and SmackDown. So just to kind of give, I guess, us fans a taste of what they're capable of and what they're going to be doing, that anybody follows NXT. I watch NXT every week, so I love NXT. One of my favorite tag teams in NXT right now is Street Profits. Both teams there have great chemistry together and great mic skills and backstage segments they have. They're freaking awesome. I can't wait for the day for those Street Profits to make their debut sometime, but it won't be for a while. But that's what's being reported for these guys, Shane McMahon and The Miz, to win at the Royal Rumble. You guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about this. If you guys wanted me to cover more, I'm sorry, I probably wouldn't have enough time. I don't want to talk about this type of prediction stuff for 20 minutes, half an hour to an hour. I'm not going to be that type of guy to do that. So I think anybody who tunes in to watches me for even 10 minutes or for this 14 minutes through from the start to the end, and anybody that does, I pray and thank you so much, and I'm so blessed for anybody that is watching my videos and helping me out and supporting me. So thank you guys so much. If you guys feel free to want to comment below and let me know what your thoughts and opinions are about WWE, please do. Please let me know. I'll definitely answer you back, and I'll definitely answer your questions on one of my videos, and I'll go from there. But well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to. And if you haven't subscribed already, don't worry, you will soon enough. So I'm gonna leave it at that and let you guys watch the rest of the video. So thank you guys so much for watching again. We'll talk to you guys later. See you soon. Peace.